I'm a huge fan of Dead by Daylight. I play it on the nightly. I'm very fucking good at it. So much so that I do break people's souls, not just their minds. And to quote Bane from The Dark Knight, or Dark Knight Rises, I wonder what would break first, your mind or your body? I break both. I play Survivor on it. I fucking love this game. It's just epic. There's something about it. It should be samey. It should get boring very quickly. But there's just something about the sort of trial concept. You go in, it's a new vibe every time. You don't know who the fuck you're playing with half the time if you're playing solo queue. Different kills come with different vibes. And you can just wind them up, and it's a brilliant toxic experience. I fucking love it. I live and breathe this game. And of course, the concept of Dead by Daylight Behaviour, who are the publishers, the developers of this game, is they introduce different chapters every couple of months, 3 months. I think it's maybe quarterly. I think that's the way it works. New kills, new survivors, and there has been one released today, which I have not yet had a chance to get into because I've been working all day and looking after my dog after work, and now I'm doing this. But I will be playing this later, after this, and I am looking forward to it, man. I do enjoy the new survivors dropping as someone who plays Survivor, because I look at it as an opportunity to spend even more fucking money unnecessarily on virtual avatars that make no fucking difference to the experience of the game whatsoever, but they always reel me in because I'm a fool, and I'll see a nice outfit or something like that. I'm like, yeah, I need to buy it. Boom. Before you know it, you're £15-20 deep for a character. I have spent fucking insane amounts of money on this game just outfitting characters that don't exist in a video game. And my mind goes to Jeremy, or whatever the fuck his name is. Jeremy Fragrance. He's a loon ball. He's a nutbar. But he came away with a brilliant quote at one point about realising that you're fucking living life wrong by throwing money into things like this, losing yourself into video games. That comes to my mind often, but I'm just going to completely ignore that advice and fucking probably buy one of these at least. It's a new update, it's a new chapter, and yeah, they've released a new killer. It's tools of Torment, I think it's drones and stuff like that being used. And again, just wanted to discuss it briefly, and it will be brief, just purely because of the evolution of this game. It's great to see how this game's evolved over the last 4 or 5 years. I used to watch this initially, favourite streamers, the likes of Brian Limmy Lemon, comedian, lots of other ones, Oak Starver, brilliant people who play this game and who are fucking really good at it. And just watching the way the game's evolved, the mechanics have evolved, the killers have evolved, the different kinds of killers, iconic ones like Michael Myers who were in it not long after the release, Freddy Krueger, Demogorgon from Stranger Things, iconic characters coming in, obviously the one from The Ring, I blank on her name, and then just the interesting sort of generic killers that they create themselves, the way they have changed the way the game is played, the night characters like that coming in, and the way it just ups the ante in terms of a cat and mouse game that survivors play with killers in this game on a nightly, on a weekly, on a monthly, on a fucking yearly. They're always changing things, it's always evolving, and I do appreciate it tremendously because a lot of video games will come and go, they will release, the developers will get bored, they'll move off to pastures new and do something different, but there is a real dedication and they get it tight. Behaviour get hammered by the players, the player base. Killers and the survivors, they fucking hate each other, they're warring online, they're warring on Reddit, they're warring on Twitter, they're warring on the forums. There's real toxicity, they hate each other. And behaviour is a sort of common pinata, they get battered from both ends. And it's a shame because they actually do, they're stuck with this game and they're making it better and better and better. Sometimes it'll hit speed bumps and it will be a bit bad, but in the main they are just evolving this game, and it's just great to see it graphically evolve in terms of the mechanics evolve. And a part of it is these sort of things here where you get the chapters coming out, it just adds freshness. As you can see, I think it's twins, you've got this killer here, you've got fucking drones, I don't know how that's going to play out. I'll find out in about 25-30 minutes or maybe an hour when I go in this game, and I'm sure every fucking single game will be running this killer, and I'll get bored very quickly of these fucking drones, very very quickly indeed. But I just thought I would touch upon it. I mean, I'm not going to go through the full fucking patch notes, I'd be here all night and that'd be boring as hell, but needless to say, whole new sort of array of perks will come out, and I'm sure someone like Oak Starver or even your other guy, whose name I'm blanking on, who I watch all the time, they know what they're fucking talking about with this. They'll do a far better breakdown on perks than I could ever hope to do, but just looking at it from a sort of brief, superficial level, there's some interesting stuff getting done here with generators that gives you little boosts. So yeah, I just thought I'd touch upon this, man. We like to tick off the video game part of this sort of stream, show, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And I thought I'd add it in here, and as you can see, they add and they change things along the way. There's visual updates for Harry Core. I've not actually got her. But it's just, I love the fact they're always updating it. They're adding hair, they're adding and changing the eyes and the looks. And obviously they're changing perks, and one of the things that certainly had to be changed was this fucking perk here, Eruption. Anyone who has played this game will know it's an utter fucking bane on any survivor playing. Generator explodes every time a survivor gets downed or hooked. Fucking nightmare. So they've made changes to that. That in itself has created civil war amongst the player base. So yeah, all in all, I just thought I'd touch upon it. I says I didn't know why I was going to put it in, or why I'd put it in, because realistically, as I get closer to speaking about it, I realise very quickly there's not much to actually fucking speak about, other than me just gibbering inane shite about how I love Dead by Daylight, how I'm loving the gradual evolution of the game, introduction of new characters, new sort of aesthetics, new mechanics, new perks, the way they're just slowly changing it, evolving it, and how that's almost unique in the video game sort of world. Because off the top of my head, I can't think of many other games that do this kind of thing, where you have got this gradual, I mean, maybe the open world RPGs will add content, but you have to pay for that content. Or I think you have to fucking pay for this as well, don't get me wrong, you do. But you still get to interact with it. Even if you're a survivor, you get to interact with the new killers without having to fucking pay anything. Whereas in those other games, I presume you'd have to opt in, and there's servers dedicated to it. So it's kind of unique. And I love the game so much, I just thought I'd fucking speak about it. But I'm going to move on.